Okay, so this is part number 2 of me making a archery protection gear in Gambeson style, sort of. Yesterday I have worked a little bit on this, but I ran out of yarn very quickly, so I didn't really feel like it was worth it to actually record anything on video. Today I have done a little bit of extra stitching. I am absolutely not 100% happy with all of these stitches. If you can see here, for instance, it looks pretty bad, to be honest, but it is sturdy as hell. It is really, really, really sturdy. I like sturdy stuff, to be honest. It's I don't know. I like things to be overbuilt a little bit. Under-engineered, overbuilt, something like that. And this is kind of that. I mean, you don't need something like this for archery. Most people actually have like one tiny little plastic thing on their arm to protect their arm from the bowstring. So yeah, that's a thing, I guess. But I decided I wanted this. Anyway, these two pieces are totally done. So what I am going to have to do now is actually join these two. And to be honest, this is kind of nerve-wracking for me. I don't know really why, but it is. So yeah, and after that I have to put some of this band over the stitches here. Like this is going to be, this is the front, this is the back. What I'm going to have to do is, come on, like this. Put this one over this one, and then give it a nice stitch here. This should go over here. And then these two flaps will be joined. And then there will be a red band going all the way over that and around and at the back as well. And the same will be done at this shoulder and this shoulder. And then these two pieces, that's where the sleeve will actually connect. Then on this side, I think I will make some eyelets here. I've done a little bit of a test earlier. I will get that piece so that I can show you. Okay, so this is the test that I did. It's a specific ring thingy that you punch a hole through the fabric, and then there's these two pieces of metal that you line up, and then you have this special thing that you put over it, and then you just whack it with a hammer, and that way, this ring on the inside, I don't know if you can see that, that will fold over, and that will grip the other ring so that it won't loosen up anymore. And I am thinking of using those on this piece here, like 4 of them maybe. Or maybe 3. I think 3 might be enough. And then on the inside of this back piece, there will be a few rope thingies that you can just tie through that loop and then back onto itself. And then you can tighten it with that, like for the first tightening thing. That's just to make sure that you can easily line up this armor piece, but also to make sure that you tighten it properly. And then on this flap, there will be a little leather belt with a belt buckle that will go on my left side to give it some final tightness. So that your stomach gets pulled in a little bit, that sort of stuff. And so that everything is solid and secure. So yeah, let me get on with putting those two together. And once that is done, I will have to take this piece, which is the sleeve, and I'm not looking forward to this, because like straight pieces, that's easy. But making these kind of like very sharp edges, especially if you want to bend inwards, that's really hard. Like these kind of bends, that's relatively easily done because you can just bend the fabric and fold it over itself so that it can make a bend. But this, you get all these like crinkles, and this is not a very sharp bend already, and you can already see that it's fairly crinkled. So I'm not looking forward to this with that. I might have to cheat a little bit with that. I don't know yet, but we will see. So yeah, I'm going to do that now, and I will report back once that is done. Well, once those pieces are actually joined. So, as you can see, I have joined the two panels together. I am actually fairly happy with this join. It looks pretty nice and like even. Not too much rogue stitches. Not too many rogue stitches. Whatever. So I'm happy with that. I did break 2 needles on it. But, I mean, in the end, who cares about that? I have 2 needles left. Let's try to finish this without breaking 2. I can break 1 more. Anyway, next step is to join this shoulder. It's a little bit hard to show this with one hand, but this shoulder needs to be joined. So that, and then this piece is done. Then I just need to finish the sleeve, but this piece is done then. I can start actually looking how it fits and all that. Also, if it doesn't fit then, I'm basically shit out of luck then. I need to start all the way over probably then, which I do not really want, as you can probably imagine. Right now I've almost got 4 full days of work in this. So yeah, I'm hoping it will work out. Very much hoping that. Anyway, I will join the shoulder and I will show you once it's done. I might even show a fit up a little bit then. So I will see you then. Till then, bye bye. A quick update. The shoulder is done now. And I've got to go on making these rings over here, go in here, here, and somewhere in the middle. But I cannot find any kind of measuring device. So I have to search for that. I will be doing that, and after, I think I am going to have to do a very quick fit up. And after that, I'm done for the day, I believe. Anyway, I will see you very soon. Okay, so I found a measuring tape, and I've made a tiny little mark here to show me where the middle is. Those are roughly, exactly spaced equally. It's gonna look a bit weird because this red band is like much thinner here than it is here. And then in the ends it also, so it's gonna look a little bit weird if I space it the same. Anyway, this is like a specialist tool thingy. Basically this is a little cutting surface that you put over this, and then you take le grand marteau, well, more like le petit marteau, otherwise known as a swing press, or colloquially as a hammer. And you basically just do boink, but I'm gonna do that on a little wood block so I don't damage the table. So yeah, and then you put, actually let me just put those holes in there first, and then I'm going to show you what I need to do after that. So, as you can see, I have put some nice round holes through the fabric. Let's try to zoom the camera, have it focus a little bit better. There we go. That took a little bit more effort than I thought it would, because apparently this stuff is really good at keeping stuff from going through it, which is, I guess, not really that big of a surprise. Anyway, now what I have to do is get one of these. This goes underneath and through the hole, like so. And then one of these rings that goes on top. And if I now take this weirdly shaped thing and press it in here, and then give it a good whopping with my hammer, that should split open and spread this, like this upper piece here, and that should fold over onto this lip here in the middle, so that it doesn't actually come apart anymore. So let's try that. I will update once I get done with this. So, and there we go. Now we have 3 metal rings integrated into the fabric that I can get like some kind of lace. Like, let's say this stuff, for instance. This is cotton. Kind of like a shoestring, but it isn't. And I can just go through here. And then I can like tie it down to itself or something, and make sure that everything gets nice and tight. So that should be nice. Anyway, I think I'm going to try to think of a way to do a little bit of a fit up. And after that, I am done for the day. So that will be part 2. I thought this would be done in 2 parts, but I think a 3rd part will be needed, sadly, or luckily, or whatever. Anyway, let's see if we can do a fit up. So I've attached these 2 little laces. This is just a try thingy. I am going to add a 3rd one here, but I don't think I need it for like fit up. So how this is going to work, it's actually fairly simple. Just get this, one of them goes through here, and the other you can tie around there in some way, something like that. So yeah, let's see how this works, shall we? I will try it on, and then I will try to take some pictures or maybe a little bit of video if it works. If it doesn't, well, I guess I'll tell that it doesn't work. Okay, so let's see if this works. I now understand why knights actually had, well, I don't 100% know for sure what they were called in England, but pages here in Holland, well, the Netherlands, they're called pages. I think they're called pages. Basically, trainees to a knight or to a higher class warrior that would help them get into armor. And I understand why they had them now, because it's really hard to lace this up properly, and I'm gonna have to find some other way of doing this. I understand now. I do hope I can use those 3 things. And as you can see here, it doesn't look too bad, I think. There needs to be a 3rd one to spread the load out a little bit more. And then there's going to be a little bit of a belt here that you can just like crank and lock easily, and that should tighten everything up. Then there's going to be the arm, obviously. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And let's see how this works out, I guess. Oh yeah, and there's going to be a part 3. Sadly, well, luckily, whatever. I'll see you. Bye. Hello.